Ethicists argue that any system capable of learning, adapting, and experiencing input in a non-deterministic fashion might eventually warrant a category distinct from both machines and animals. While this debate remains largely speculative at present, the animals, while they do know, both know at present, they okay. Let me start over. Consideration. Okay, some no ethicists argue that any system capable of learning, adapting, and experiencing input in a non-determined fashion might eventually warrant a category distinct from both machines and animals. While this debate remains largely speculative at present, the advent of machines like the CL-1 forces institutions to begin considering such possibilities well in advance. From a research standpoint, neuroscientists are excited by the opportunity this platform presents. Until now, studies of brain function have relied heavily on either static models, invasive observations of living subjects, or digital simulations that fail to replicate the true complexity of neural activity. The CL-1 offers a living, interactive neural network that can be experimented with in a controlled and repeatable way. It allows for manipulation of network size, neuron types, connectivity parameters, and response conditions, all while tracking real-time data from a living brain-like system. This could revolutionize our understanding of fundamental processes like memory consolidation, synaptic plasticity, and neurochemical signaling. Despite these advances, several limitations continue to define the CL-1's current generation. Most critically, the neurons have a limited lifespan. After 6 months, the culture begins to degrade and lose functionality, requiring replacement. Additionally, the system has no current mechanism for preserving or transferring memories or learned behavior from one generation to the next. This makes it unstable or unsuitable for long-term development or continuity-based learning projects, unless a method of data extraction and re-implementation can be developed. Also, the nature of neuron growth introduces variability in performance, meaning no two CL-1 systems are identical, which can implicate experimental reproducibility. Nonetheless, Cortical Labs envisions a future where these challenges can be overcome. Plans are already underway to build networked clusters of CL-1 units, enabling parallel processing and distributed biological intelligence. Such clusters could be used in robotic control systems, giving autonomous machines the capacity to learn in real time from their environment through organic feedback loops. In artistic or creative applications, these systems might be used to generate novel patterns, music, or visual art based on neuron reactions to different stimuli. In education, the CL1 might one day serve as a teaching tool, allowing students to explore neural networks hands-on in biology and computing classes. While the CL1 does not signal the immediate emergence of conscious machines, it does indicate a shift in how we conceive intelligence, memory, and learning. Rather than viewing cognition as a purely digital construct, this development returns us to the understanding that intelligence is a biological process shaped by constant feedback, growth, and adaptation. It opens the door to new forms of hybrid computing that may one day rival or even complement the capabilities of the human brain itself. As researchers and developers continue to refine this technology, the conversation surrounding its ethical use, scientific potential, and societal impact will likely become one of the most important dialogues of the 21st century. Believe it or not, this is fact. This is fact, and it's stranger than fiction, ladies and gentlemen. I learned about the CL1 through a friend of mine on Dragus Production, the Vixen's Vault. If you guys want to check her out, feel free to do so. Her name is Nancy Planeta. She has the Vixen's Vault, or she does her show, The Vixen's Vault, every Wednesday night. That is at 8 p.m. Central, no, Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Time, I believe. Yes. And then, of course, 10 p.m. over in England, Scotland, and Ireland. So, if you guys really like that, you want to meet Nancy Planeta and be able to talk to her, watch her show, you can check it out at Dragus Productions on Wednesday nights. Now, with that being said, and doing a plug for the Vixen's Vault, I pretty much am done talking about this now, other than the fact that one thing that stands out to me that really kind of trips me out on this one is reproduction. If they actually are able to allow the CL1 to reproduce, then it could actually be a self-generating program where it creates its own system and it doesn't need the help of humans. That's one thing that I have been actually keeping up on when it comes to LLMs and neural networks, but like with this biological intelligence, it seems like that is the goal that they are really wanting to move towards, is creating a biological network, neural network, whatever you want to call it, that can self-generate itself. because it's got a lifespan of 6 months. If they can figure out a way of allowing them to procreate, basically. They said recreate, but you know what that means. That's procreation. If these neurons can procreate, then they can grow and develop on their own. That only seems like the logical next step, you know. So that's the one thing that really sticks out to me. Now, the second topic that I went through, that I'm going to go even farther with that later on. That is something that I really have been interested in for quite some time. I really do like the topic of the CL1, but I have always been interested in the developmental singularity hypothesis. There's a few more theories that came out of that, which I'm going to explore even further as I go along with this series. And this is something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. A video series about weird science, basically, you know. We aren't putting, bras on our head or anything like that. No funny stuff around here, but we are going to get weird. We're going to do some weird science stuff. So, well, maybe I might put a bra on my head. I don't know. I like doing weird stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, with that being said, it doesn't look like we have really anybody in the chats. I could check out. I could check out Rumble and see if anybody's in there. But at the moment, I am also uploading more videos to Rumble that will be out later on. I've got them scheduled and good to go. We're going to have an awesome first 2, maybe 3 months of 2026 on Rumble. I can tell you that right now. Got everything scheduled up for 6 months, and we are going full force on Rumble with the uploads. We're still doing pretty good on YouTube as well. You guys, if you're interested in checking us out, you can check us out at Kick, YouTube, Twitch, X, D Live, and YouTube. So we're on all those platforms. It's The Wonderful World of Weirdness and Strange Stories on YouTube. There's also The Wonderful World of Weirdness on Kick as well, or not Kick, but Rumble as well. On Kick, I'm Roger Hanson, as well as Roger Hanson on D Live. You can catch me on X as Roger Hanson at ROGLOL1973. On Twitch, I am